All right, guys, welcome to Pilates Strong. We're doing awesome glute exercise or workout with the Theraband. I personally love the blue for this. Anything heavier you could definitely do depending on your strength, but if you go heavier and if you're taller especially, you're gonna end up maxing out that end range and it's gonna be harder for you to get your full range of motion. So, something to consider. And quite frankly, anything that you have that's a Theraband you can use. So we're gonna start off here. We're gonna start off with the ends of the Theraband in one hand. You're gonna loop the other end onto the arch of let's start with the right foot today, okay? And you're gonna just place your hands down on the carpet, whatever floor that you have. And you're gonna kind of find the balance between all 4 points of your arms and your legs. Now, I've seen a lot of people separate this and hold one in each hand. I like to hold it in the same hand. All right, here we go. First exercise, you're gonna straighten your leg back. You're gonna lift up, you're gonna hold. We're just gonna hold this for a moment. We're gonna try to pull our abs in so we're not arching the low back. We're gonna keep our leg lifted high. Now remember, you don't want this to slide off, so make sure that you have a good firm handle on the arch of your foot with the Theraband. You could slightly point, but it might slide off, okay? So hold. Now lift it a little higher, hold. So we're just holding, we're finding the muscle. You can extend your opposite arm forwards, watching your alignment, okay? From here, we're gonna lift up and down. So we're gonna go up as high as we can, down about halfway. Up and down. So this is just our warm up, right? I'm gonna be here for about, I wanna say 45 more seconds here, just lifting up and down. And you can move a little faster with this if you would like. And I love this for some reason, that Theraband, that kind of feeling of the band on my hand and also on my leg really gets those abs connecting as well. You should feel even like that left or the opposite oblique firing up. Good, so just little downs and ups like this. So simple, guys, so effective. I swear by these exercises. They look easy. They're not like power exercises. They are the ones that work. You're gonna hold it up here, okay? So now you're gonna turn your toes out a little bit and you're gonna lift up and down. So same exact exercise up and down. So what I was saying is one of the things that got my attention about starting Pilates and moves like Pilates was that people who generally practiced it regularly had some of the most functional looking bodies. And I thought that was so cool, and they seemed to be the most balanced looking of bodies. Like I felt like they, had good alignment. They weren't overdeveloped in one area. So, I saw that. I was like, well, obviously it works. So I'm gonna do it, and look, now I'm teaching it. So pretty cool. All right, 15 seconds. Just little ups and downs. This one here, you can tap down if you want to, or you can hover, it's up to you. Keep it going, about 5 seconds here. We're gonna add our donkey kick in 4. You guys should feel like that working. 3, 2, now hold. Bring your leg back to center, slowly bend in, extend out. In and out. So we're going in, out, and we're kind of going up. So we're gonna go in, out, up. Good. Keep it going here. Really getting that burn going. Your heart rate should start to fire up here, or should start to increase. There we go. Focus on the breathing. You only have 30 seconds left. So now what's really cool about this particular flow, right, because it's all about the flow, is you're gonna feel that inside part of your thigh, sort of where, I wanna say like the inside back of your thigh. Sort of like where the butt meets the leg on that inner part, which is a really hard area to work out. In fact, I find that that's one of the hardest places to isolate or target, if you want to put it that way. Good. Last 3, 2, hold. Now you're going to do the rainbow. So you're going to take your leg, tap it to the left, and then you're going to lift, tap it to the right. Okay? Just trying to keep the hips nice and square, you guys. Think about length from your hip point all the way up to your shoulder, and that you do not collapse in that at all. So when my leg goes to the right, I'm not pulling into my waist, I'm lengthening, and that's how you will learn what Pilates does, is by thinking, okay, got it, length. That's the difference with Pilates versus just doing it as a fitness move. When that leg goes out, this stays long, and it really makes me feel like I'm working more than just my legs here. I can feel my lats fire up. You guys are doing awesome. Keep it going. Good, lifting up with intention. Both sides should fire up here. You will feel both sides working. Good job, you only have about 5 seconds here. Good, 4, 3, 2, and then release. Awesome job. All right, so now from here, I'm gonna have you guys remove the Theraband. You're gonna lay on your back. Okay, actually, I'll lay on this way. Lay on your back. We're gonna do single leg glute bridge, right? So we just did our right leg. We're gonna stay on the right leg. Take your left leg into tabletop, hands down by your sides, okay? I want you to slowly bridge up and hold. Now extend the left leg up if you can. Keep your hips nice and square, like you've got, almost like you've got a block under your hips here to keep you level, right? You're gonna lower and lift, and lower and lift. So keep going with this. I want your toes pointing forwards for this first set. It's only 30 seconds. You got 20 seconds left here. Up and down, oops, down and up. There we go. Good. If you want to make it harder, take your leg forwards. This is going to really challenge those muscles down here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold. Okay. Slowly bridge it back down. Now I want you to turn your right toes slightly out and your knee slightly out. So now you're a little wider than hip distance. Same thing. I'm going to bridge it up and down. I'm going to take my leg long. Up and down. So with this sort of like, it's not really external rotation, it's a little bit. It's just that your leg is wider than your hip and that your toes are kind of at a diagonal out. Now you're gonna feel that side of your butt cheek really fire up. Good. Got about 15 seconds here. Trying to keep it all even if you can. Loving that squeeze, guys. Really feel that ground with those feet there. Good. Again, this is an easier way to do it. Or you can always just go down to your left toe, like left toes, and still put the pressure here, but keep that leg down so that you can feel the, so that you can still kind of have some support. 3, 2, hold, okay? I'm gonna take that leg back up here. I'm gonna hold, and I'm just gonna breathe, okay? From here, gonna take that left leg down, do a nice circle. Good. Down, out, and around. So what did we just talk about, right? Length in our hips. So when my leg goes up, out, and around, it's not collapsing in. My hips are reaching long. My abs are being used, my core, my powerhouse, to make sure that I'm not collapsing in those ribs. And that's gonna get that muffin top working, right? So how awesome is that? Good. Last 2. Good. 1 more. And then you're gonna reverse. Down, up, out, and around. Down, up, out, and around. And you're gonna feel throughout that journey of that left leg what happens in that right glute. So cool. Last 3. Good. 2. Trying to stay as stable as possible. Last 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2. Hold. Little pulse. Last part of this, guys. 5, 4. So you're still at that turnout. 3, 2. Hold it. 3, a little higher. 2, and then release. How awesome was that, right? So simple. All right. So let's do the other side. You're gonna grab your Theraband again. Place both ends in your hand, okay? I'm gonna place it on your left arch of your foot. You guys should feel like you totally just found your glute muscles today. All right, so Theraband is in both hands. Kneeling position, extend that leg back. You're gonna go up and down. So this is just our first set here. We're just moving up and down, okay? And if you're having trouble firing up that muscle, again, just take a moment and maybe hold it. And then that way you can kind of really feel that leg engage. You know, in fact, let's just do that right now just to make sure. It is the left side, it's harder. Good. And then when you feel like you've got that, now you can lower and lift. Feel free to keep the opposite arm up if you would like. Good. And then just move like it's not a big deal. So I don't like to top the floor for this first set just because, I don't know, it just makes me work a little harder. Like if I let my leg rest, I don't know, I just feel like I reduce the burn sensation, which is what I love, right? Good. Pulling those ribs in, keeping that waist super long. You guys look and do so awesome. Love being able to do these videos and share these things with you. Like I said, for so many years, I was like, oh my God, I can't get in shape. I don't know what what I'm doing wrong. And then I discovered this stuff and I was like, okay, game on. It works. Good. You only have about 15 seconds here, down and up. And then we're gonna go to our turnout. Keep that leg working. Should feel like some really great stuff happening back there. Good. Last 3, 2, now go to your turnout. Same thing, but your turnout. I'm gonna lose my band here. Your turn out, so you're lifting that leg and lowering. Make sure you have a good grip on that band. Your right side is still burning. Left side is now burning, right? Good. Lifting, really firing up sort of the corner and like that outer thigh area of the butt here. Keep going. You got about 35 seconds. We got our donkey kicks coming up, so stay with it. Lifting, lowering, reaching. Feels so awesome because you know it's working, right? Good. Getting all those areas of the glutes. Guys, if you do these like regularly, or if you want me to make you a booty playlist, let me know. You will see a difference. No question about it. Last 3, 2, now turn those toes back down, come to your center. This is definitely the harder side for me. You're gonna bring that left leg in and out. So you're gonna go in, out, and sort of like this little up. So keep it going. You got 1 minute here. Clock's already started. And notice that my pelvis is really nice and quiet. In other words, I'm not doing that, right? It's really stable. I feel like, you know, there's like, it's almost like there's like a steel bar from my hip bone to my shoulder, so I'm not shortening that at all when my leg comes in. In fact, when my leg comes in, I'm actually lengthening through that oblique a lot, right? Good. In and out. You got about 25 seconds here. Lifting, reaching. Good. Having integrity with those moves. Breathing. You guys can hear me breathe. I can hear me breathe, right? Good. Last 4. Come on. You're there. 3, 2, hold. Now you're going to do that rainbow, right? So you're going to take that leg out to the right, lift, go all the way around. And again, here, you're keeping those obliques super long. You're not collapsing in. So just keep that in mind. If it's too much with the band, you can always drop the band. So here we go. This is why I like the lighter band, especially if you're taller, because obviously it's already hard and it's a pretty light weight. So it's good to pick a lighter weight so you can really get like that range of motion, right? You don't want to be squishing in here and doing weird things like this, right? You want to be able to lengthen. It's all about the length, not about the base. Okay, bad joke. When you lift, you should feel all those lovely glute muscles working like crazy. Good, about 10 seconds left here. And then we're gonna lay on our back. Don't give up, keep it going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. How lovely was that? Okay, so take the Theraband to the side. We're gonna go right back into those glute bridges. So single leg bridge, left foot down, right leg in the tabletop to start. You're gonna slowly bridge it up, you're gonna hold. Okay, if that feels pretty good, extend the right leg up. You're just gonna lower and lift your hips, right? So don't overthink it, just kind of get yourself moving here a little bit. Down and up. Down and up. Staying nice and focused. Again, if you want to make it harder, you take that leg nice and long, right? You got about 30 seconds here. Keep focused, keep challenged. You know, if you feel it's like hard, I always say that's good. It means it's something to work on and it's working, right? There's nothing more frustrating to me when you go to a class and like, it's just the flow isn't good and like you don't feel like anything really. It's all about focusing in your form. You got about 5 seconds here and then we're gonna hold for a second. 4, 3, 2, hold. Take that leg up and then slowly lower down. So now you're gonna take that leg and you're gonna sort of turn it out to that angle. So your knee is wider than hip distance and your toe is turned out to an angle. So now we're gonna find that outer part of that glute in here a little more. So ready, set, bridge it up, hold, and lower and lift, lower and lift. Maybe take that leg down. It really makes it harder when you take that leg down. So another thing I'm gonna say too is if you wanna make it harder, you can always take your arms up to the ceiling. You can put them behind your head. I mean, there's so many options for making these more challenging. Down and up, down and up. Good, we got about 30 seconds left here. How is that? Isn't that great? You can really feel what's happening there. We got our leg circles coming up, so stay with it. Good, down and up. Really feel all that new stuff happening there. You know it's working. It's like, it feels like it's getting in that area where you're like, oh, I should work that, right? Especially when you're sitting at your desk, you're like, I really need to work that part of my butt. I hate that feeling. I'm like, oh, I should be doing something, not just sitting here. But we gotta work, right? Last 4, 3, 2, hold. This side is definitely harder for me. So now I'm gonna take that leg down, start those leg circles. Good, and really, again, focusing on keeping those hips level, keeping the waist long, keeping the hips up, using those right obliques to really help you with the move. But anytime you take a break, go for it. All good. Last 4, good. 3, nice. 2, 1 more, and then you're gonna reverse. You got this. Down, out and around, down, out and around. And you can make them smaller, guys. You don't have to make them so big. Do the best you can. Feel all that work happening up. You got pulses coming up. Last 3. Come on, you're there. 2. Good. Last 1. Leg up, little pulse, pulse, pulse. You're almost there, you guys. Stay with it. Last 20 seconds. Let it feel good. Come on, you're there. Work it. 4, 3, 2. Hold. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2. And release. Awesome job, you guys. Roll it on up. I'm sweating. I know it's silly, but these are hard moves. Like this thing, I mean, so silly. It's like not even heavy, but you use it and you're like, oh my God, it's because that resistance increases. And that's why I like this more than the weights a lot of the times. Okay, so now you're gonna just fold forwards. And I just kind of want you to wiggle right and left with your shoulders. Kind of dip your right shoulder down, dip your left shoulder down. When you do that, you should feel such a great opening through your legs, your outer thighs. If you like this, comment, like, subscribe, share. If there's something you want to see, let me know. If you want a playlist, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. Great at responding. And then just kind of dive it forwards for a second. Walk your hands to the right. Get a nice stretch there. Walk your hands to the left. Stretching that out.